Hey, folks, Quilly here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play RimWorld. We are the 500%ers, and I hope you can hear me over the rainy thunderstorm. Don't worry, there's going to be some much more loudness starting soon because we are being raided. Left this off, I think, a couple of days ago, real time for me. I think episode 7 just went live on the channel. I still can't help myself, but just binge tons and tons and tons of RimWorld. Oh, this crop is done. What I'm going to do while that's happening, I'm going to shrink this down. I guess I will. I talked about leaving some space here for these mortars, but I do want to take advantage of all that rich soil if I can. Don't know what will grow there. We might grow more heel root, but again, we should theoretically have plenty of heel root coming in now, I think. Oh, you know what? I think when I was looking for medicine in a previous video, I think I popped open the drugs thing, but not the medicine thing. Maybe because the medicine was actually sitting at 0. Seems okay. I might do a little more right. Is this? I guess we've just been too busy to plant. I'm going to go and throw in a rice thing here for a short-term little jobber. And it's actually so close that it's really not going to be a bad thing for us to work. Anyway, back to the matter at hand, which is the raid here. So these are tribals. They are Neanderthals, which is going to make it a little tougher. And they're going to breach. Now, hopefully they only breach in one place. I'll build it and be annoyed if they knock their way through the mountain, just because, you know, it's nice to have the permanent mountain, but whatever happens, happens. I am partially tempted to go, if they were coming over here, I'd be tempted to pop my own breach in some way. Papa don't breach. All right, let's unpause and see what's happening. I think from last stream, actually, I had everything queued up last session. The kiddos are grabbing some guns. That should be okay. In terms of abilities, we got a shock lance. We have the combat command, which I actually might use for this, because I'm a little bit scared. The summon mech threat, if we knew it happened instantly, it would be funny. I don't think it does. I think there's some built-in delay before it lands. And yeah, they are going to chunk through the mountain. Hopefully, we do end up with just a... This. Could you... Drop the kid off. I'm going to reset you. You'll drop the kid on the ground. It's fine. Okay, I'm going to go over there. Look at the meleeers roughly set up in the right position. And the black line. But close. I'm not really worried about range attacks. Wait, hold on. Someone else is holding on to a kid. Dove! God damn it. And that meat shield. Did I not? Oh, maybe I put you... Okay. I'm going to restrict you to indoors. Is what I'm going to do here. And that's looking correct. I'm going to release you because you can go and maybe bring the kid to safety and stuff. Dami, you will get the cover here just for maximum safety. Hopefully you'll have a decent angle. I think you should be okay. Dove, recruit, unrecruit, and do that. So sometimes it drops. Oh, maybe. I wonder what the rule is. Only indoors in a home area? Maybe it's recycled. Because sometimes you draft them and they carry the baby. And sometimes you draft them and they drop the baby. Well, not drop. Hopefully not drop. I guess we will go and get closer. Actually. Specifically, let's make sure the people with combat shotguns are as close as possible. Since we have plenty of time, there's another combat shotgun. I think that's a heavy SMG. It is. So that's another super short range weapon. Combat shotgun there. It is going to be wide enough. We can go and set up... not you. You got a Hellcat rifle. That's the heavy SMG. I'm sorry you're in a kind of a cranky mood. Okay, and then Dami will put there. Okay. That's going to be a lot for us to fill out. But sure. Let's trigger the combat command now. And... Really? Really? In fact, I'm going to help you out. Not as good as the breach axe, but there you go. We want to minimize how much time our people are spending out of doors here. People are taking a long way around, which is fine. The robots, I think I will send you to indoors. Pardon me, guys. I'm always tempted to do we want to go and use the robots as a little bit of melee bait? You aren't shooting all the time, Dove. Well, actually... Change of plans. Especially with them coming through now. I guess you're shooting most of the time. Whoa. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Try to move into the middle here, Biss, if you can. Oh, thanks for setting off an explosive. And yeah, some more come around from behind. It's not the end of the world. Although, Dommy might be in a little danger, so I'm gonna have Dommy run away. Stop. Get inside the combat area. And then everyone with a gun, shoot that one. Thank you. And Nitro's down. Was Biss down as well? Huh. Okay, thank you for running. I'll unrecruit everyone. Oh, Rivy's going to a run. Hold on. So I'll unrecruit everyone, but I will do that. Rivy, I'll get you to reset yourself. We'll drop the restrictions. Although the kiddos will leave walled, and the mech will do that. Do we want to capture some prisoners? Dove, putting green somewhere safe. You'll actually do a quick little rescue. Rivy, you're gonna rescue Biss. I think those are all of our people who are downed. You can stop shooting. Bleeding out soon. You're not currently bleeding out. So I'm tempted to go and pick up some bodies here. Well, I guess meat shield. I can get you to do it. Let's go and... Are you not a Wiggler? Oh, we don't have a prisoner room. I thought we had a prisoner room. Oh, I guess we had a prisoner room over here. Okay, let's temporarily turn this into a prisoner room then. Okay, and then meat shield again, because you're not really doing anything. Let's start a capture. Hazelnut, you are fleeing. Watching for targets. You're not currently bleeding. Okay, capture. Now he's done doing those shots. So, Hazelnut, okay, not bleeding to death. 13 hours. Humberto, 11 hours. Okay, that should be fine time-wise. Him. I mean, I know they're serious mailers, but that still surprises me. Let's build a double thick wall over here. Make sure the home zone extends to that. Make sure the walled area extends to that. Okay. There, that's fine. Medical emergency. Okay, on black isn't the end of the world. Death in 2 hours. You are being tended to. Tortured artist is kind of a problem. Mining, artistic. I think what we're going to do is gather some organs. So stop the current bleeding to death just to preserve our economy. And then, do we have a second available doctor? Dove. Bruce. Heading to Humberto. Okay. That's fine. And yeah, I was going to say, oh, Tiger is lying around over here. Oh, he died in 1 hour. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get you in time. Close. Oh, it's the knife. There we go. Forbid that. Did anyone else smash anything? I don't think so. Okay. Done. Bruce consuming a fine meal. I think Nitra's being tended to. Hazelnut. Why are you not resting? Oh, Zandy as well. Okay, you are resting over there, so that's good. Dove. Okay, you do desperately need a meal. Taking medicine. Well, I guess you do actually need to do that. And then you're going to play billiards. No, I'm going to get you to come over here and tend to Zandy. Okay, so Wit wasn't married. Okay. I mean, I'm sure we still got friendships, so that's still going to be a thing. Hazelnut. Is someone coming to tend you? Okay, let me reset Bruce. Bruce, just go and eat a meal immediately. Dove. You're going to grab the medicine and then not tend, because why would you? Okay, no one's got an open wound anymore. That's good. Cleaning. We can haul those blocks away. That'll be fine. And then we will need some construction pretty quick over here. And I might want to force a bit of a start. I guess it'd be Hazelnut, but you're downed, or Zandy. I mean, Zandy's not actually down. You're actually in pretty good shape. I will get you to prioritize over here, please. We need that sealed in as quickly as possible. Oh, and suppose one of these doors, too. Medical emergency is just the prisoner. It is. You know, I really rather needed you to do those two. Okay. Hazelnut, I'll get you to prioritize this door. I know you were resting. I know you're still a little cranky. But there we go. Okay, so that's sealed in. Infection on black. Okay, in the torso. Not the end of the world. Let's just start harvesting some things. Lung, kidney, heart, and liver in whatever area order. Got a little bit of starvation. You desperately need recreation. And yeah, we'll still get this temple going at some point. Okay, that's fully sealed in, and we've got at least one door over there. Okay, I think our base is sealed once again, so that's fine. Man, losing Wit. What was your skills here? Demo, plant, melee. Okay. Okay, I don't think we lost anyone who had a critical role in any. And I mean, no offense, Wit. I think you were helping with the planting, and yeah, nimble brawler, and you did get taken out in melee is a bit unfortunate. Damn, sorry about that. Okay. Surgery failed. I mean, this is a pretty crummy place to be doing the surgeries. If we build a proper prisoner room, we'll probably have one hospital bed in there just to assist with the surgeries. And maybe to keep a high-profile person alive a little faster. It's fine. Yeah, whatever we get out of it is fine, and then, you know, we'll just eat the meat afterwards. That's going to be okay. All right, that's being collected, which is good. You know what? Since we did lose someone, and moons are a little low, let's do a hominid festival and maybe get someone. So yeah, we got about an 77% chance of getting a positive outcome, and then a 50-50 after that, whether we get someone new. Look like little sperms. I mean, I can't be the only one. Also, I guess it's sort of a rear hip bone. As I say, it looks like the shape of the tail. And it's like, well, there's no bone isn't part of the fur. But I suppose it makes some sense. And we had a terrible one. -3 is the last thing we need right now, especially with Biss so cranky. Malnourished. Did you go and eat? Okay, good. Thank you. That should help your mood. Okay. Right, I do have the pod, though. And I know it's in the prisoner room, but it should be fine. So we want to throw in orange? Why can't I throw orange in there? Well, maybe they're currently picked up. That's probably what's going on. Yeah. Okay. Then we'll put an orange in there. This is not going to be a prisoner room for very long. Look at that. Just like that, it's done. Okay. Seriously? Taking longer than expected. Can I do it now? No, they actually have to be put down. Yep. There. Done and done. Should I pop one of these other rooms for prisoner stuff now? I guess I didn't really have a... Did I have a plan for this? Was I just digging out for... Oh, what was the idea? Because this is going to be more biotech stuff. Although this could be the prisoner room for now. I could just go and cut a little thing over there. I don't remember if I have a plan for this big room. No, you know what I think it was? I think I had just put out... this was just part of the blueprinting sketch I had. And then it got popped because of this. Okay, heat wave. That should be fine. We might... You know what? I will assume we're going to need a third freezer here. Zandy, come over here and work on this. All right. Oh, for malefactor. Autoload. Yeah, I'm going to assume we're going to need a third one. Yeah. Keep... No, not smoothing. Bring stuff over here as quick as possible. Nope, not smooth. Oh, that's why, because we don't have enough steel. Biss, would you mind? Because this is actually the worst possible situation. Is there any chance we have enough now? Yes, okay. And then Biss, keep doing this, just in case we run low. Because you might just bring some and then stop. Well, you're certainly going to stop if people get in the way and start using this as a freaking door. God, I hate RimWorld sometimes. Well, mostly I hate the pawns. Drinking psychite tea. No, okay, see. Zandy. Working on the cooler. All this stuff's gonna rot because you're an idiot. Thank you. Okay, we're setting this to -9. That sounds good to me. -9. Okay. 42 degrees in here. Asking for things to rot. Get colder faster. Faster, faster. Well, that's probably not gonna be enough steel for a long-term production. What I'll do over here in our exploratory dig is I'll go and flag that to be mined out. That seems okay. Let's say we're still hunting for gold, but I suppose not, because we did buy the gold for the multi-analyzers. That was good. You're in the pond there. I guess if we're digging this out, and at this point it'd be a little annoying to cancel this, I might just make this a huge prisoner barracks for a little while. Ooh, it's 30 degrees in there. Oh, we do actually need a little bit more temperature management. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a chimney using my cheesy way of making this work, because it tickles me every single time. So we're gonna do a double cooler setup over here to a door, and this is gonna be a functional chimney. And then what we'll do, oh, also we need to rebuild this. Oh, that's right, was I gonna jade this? I think that's what was going to happen. So still need that to be mined out. And then I also will want that. And yes, we definitely need more steel. But actually, I think what I'll do is I will officially go and cancel this out for the moment. This was the safer spot? Wow. Okay. Vein mine that. We have bed rest on? We do not. So why are you bed resting? Did you need treatment for something? I don't know, but you're going to get up over here and mine this steel here, please. Thank you. Okay, we do have the geothermal. You know what that means? We're going to go and deconstruct this and all the batteries. We don't need them anymore. You're not hooked up to the grid, but presumably you will be once we get the steel. We'll wire that up. Okay? So we're getting some there, and we'll get some from deconstruction. So we're going to put a hold open on that door, which does mean we need someone to physically walk through there. All right, green has grown. Excellent. Welcome to the colony, Green. We are going to give you a sort of standardized workload over here. Looking good. All right. Sleep there. Well, you must, yeah, you were just placed there for safety. You're going to be fine now. Go, done, done, done. Okay. Hauling that to the cooler. Great. Okay, done. And I'll explain how this works if you haven't seen it before. It's really funny. Okay. So what's going to happen here? And turn on the temperature overlay. So the coolers put cold air on one side and hot air on the other, right? Which would normally make that room hotter. If we, like, so let's say we set it up over here and we did cold over here and we did hot over here. This room would keep getting hotter. This room would keep getting colder. Doors are not rooms. What doors do is so they're not a room. They don't really have their own temperature. The temperature in this tile gets updated every tick. I don't know if it's every tick, but presumably every tick of the game. This door here gets updated. The temperature of this gets updated based on the average temperature of the two adjoining rooms. In this case, it's just one, but it's the same. So these guys dump heat into here, and then this updates its heat based on the heat of this room over here, which is constantly being cooled. It is a glitch, but conceptually, what I think of this is we have a chimney going up the top to dump this heat out here. So it's silly, but it works in an awesome way. It does need an open side over here. I can't put a third cooler there. I mean, you can do this with 3 coolers as long as there's room. Like if this was open, then I could put a cooler here or vice versa. Actually, why don't I put a cooler there? Why don't I do this? There you go. To help keep this cool. I mean, this door's open as well, so it's going to equalize, but this will give us even more cool in this room. You can see the temperature is getting better and better. We've got a little bit of heat stroke, but yeah, we'll just keep... This will help keep the base cool through heat waves. Most of the time, these will run on basically no power, because usually the temperature in here is going to be fine and not an issue. I guess one of these is eventually going to get mined out, so I'm smoothing one extra tile than I need to, but it's really not a big deal. That stuff's been deconstructed. Nice, lovely. And yeah, so 21 degrees in here now. A little warmer in here, especially without the vent yet, but that's going to be okay. All that steel's been mined out, and yeah, hopefully this stuff over here, same thing. I'll go and mine out all the steel. That's one big steel deposit. Okay. Okay, keep that coming so that we can build the rest. Sandy, why are you smoothing a wall? Because this has got to be mined out first? Really? Okay, this. Come back over here and mine that out. And then presumably... for goods, that's weird. Incapable mining. Oh. Strange. What's going on that it's not auto mining these things? There we go. Vent. Cooler. Huh. All right. Lose one person. That's a shame. Oh, we also have to rearm some people. So, who's the best shooter out of these two? Okay, Hazelnut is worse, so I'll give you the good quality one, and then Nitro is going to get the excellent quality one. Or maybe I should give the worst person the better gun to try to round them off, but no. I think we want to concentrate our accuracy as much as possible. There you go. We got one more of these. And there we go. The base is nice and cool now. And you know, I think it makes sense. I like it. Okay, that is mine. So we're going to go and do that. So that'll make these 2 bedrooms individual and that much prettier. Abyss is an aesthetic, so hopefully you don't mind this. Oh, you got to re-equip your Thermoharm. So we're down to 1 melee now. I mean, again, Meat Shield will be 1. Did we have a second person? It could be Humberto. Yeah, you know what? It is actually quite important for us to have enough melee block. I'm going to move Humberto into the melee job for now, which I will also change her outfit to a meleeer. Okay, we might put you back on gun duty later. Green's a child, orange is potted. We do have 3 children now, so we might want to make sure to be ready to potentially support up to 3 people getting their childcare. Okay. 3 people are on that job, so that's okay too. And you're doing that, which is fine. Okay, I don't want to mine this out right now because I want to keep the exploratory game. Sorry, I saw something move at the edge of the map there, and I thought it was a message coming down. It was like, are we being raided again? I mean, I didn't hear the alarm sounds, but still. Components we got... We don't have infinite amounts, but there's no reason to mine more components right now. But yeah, I don't like that we didn't have any steel in storage. You are connected to the grid now. Yes, good. We have plenty of excess power. We should... Oh, I could prisoner room here. I could extend our branch, but there's no good reason to do that right now. You know what? I like this idea. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a copy of this light in here. And do I actually want to build a prisoner room? A prisoner bed? Do I want to build actual beds? I think I might build actual beds. These are all excellent and above, right? I'm going to say if there's lower quality ones. Because what we want to do is we want to build stone beds in here. And ideally the worst possible quality stone beds, but it's actually quite annoying to micromanage. Although, I don't know, I might do it. And the reason we want bad beds in here is because we want legendary... Oh, armchair. Human leather armchair. The reason we want a bad bed is because we want the prisoners to have to spend as much time asleep as possible so that they're not spending as much time awake and causing issues. 2 legendary human leather armchairs. Okay. Should I move them to somewhere that's going to see more use? Like, stone cutting happens a fair bit. We can move some things around. Yeah, we'll do that. And what we're going to do is, the worst constructor is currently Dove. I'm going to let Zandy work on that to that point. Now, start putting a little work in there, and then Dove, you're going to come over here and finish this. Because you are the worst. Actually, you know what I can do? We don't have any other construction going on right now. I'll turn off all construction and just force Dove on a 1 here. There. Okay, I'm going to take this good chair, move it over there. Oh, yes, and then I'll flag this for prisoners already. There you go. Poor quality. Good Seriously? Oh, Zandy might have finished that one. I might leave it. Yeah, Zandy might have finished from the right click. Okay, and then the legendary chair is going to go there. Hello, turret tactic. That is actually very nice. Let's get the vitals monitor for more better doctoring. Oh, yeah, the block storage is over there because I don't have the shelf anymore, which I think is probably fine. Although, what I should do, hang on, just drop that stuff. There you go. Oh, you're carving the blocks for the construction as well. Wow, Dove's having to do everything here. Including move the furniture, which we can't finish because someone got in the way. Because someone always gets in the way of construction. And someone hauled it over there. Poor Dove. What you want to do is your normal work. Yeah, there you go. All that chair right now. Oh, we got a moment. And then... yeah, I'll move this one. The rock stuff doesn't happen to the same level. And then what I'll do is I'll put a blueprint here, but I'll pause it until Dove is no longer doing the construction work. Yeah, I think that's fine. All right, keep making the blocks, please. Heat wave is over. Lovely. And yeah, these should go to, they should go to low power. Hopefully. And the other thing I can do, I can double check that these heaters are just trying to maintain 18, which might not be enough for here, but we'll deal with that after. Now, that might not be enough for there. I mean, I think they are smarter. Okay, tell you what, I'll reset. I'll set it to 20, just to minimize the fighting a little bit. Are you guys still using high power? Is my setup doing that? What I might do with these guys is say 23 is the upper range. Now it's low. Now the temperature is gonna... It's still hot outside. Okay, they are legitimately working. Masterwork, human leather duster. Nice. Okay. We still need more of the mortar shells because someone went and blew it up. You know what I can do is I can, just in preparation for when we get more barrels, in case I like forget to do this and I don't realize I got the barrels, I'm going to queue these up. They're not going to get built for ages. Well, apparently we're going to dump the 6 components in them immediately, which I hadn't realized. Cancel that. Yeah, because they do grab them in order. So really, the blueprint for this should really have the barrel first. Sort of block the others. That would be much more convenient. I mean, I could put them out and put a forbid, and at least I would keep them in mind, but I was researching. Do you really... There might not have been the blocks for a little bit there. Odds right. Oh! Right, I never sent the shuttle, but it did leave on its own. There you go. We got a little bit of plasteel. It was so easy to keep track of the, or to keep that thing alive. But the rewards were pretty minimal. There you go. Low power usage. It's actually only 20 degrees in here. Perfect. Okay. That's looking good. I think there might have been some residual heat from the heat wave. Might have been the issue there. Masterwork, human leather, button-down shirt. Very nice. Wait, why are you researching? I wonder if the quality builder thing is correctly determining that we have a construction bot and that it should be the thing that finishes this. Although speaking of, where's my construction bot? It's charging. Okay. Yeah, I think that's probably what it's doing. It's like, well, Dub's not going to go work on it because it has a quality. You are kind of the person in charge of cooking, are you not? Getting pretty cranky here. Put a forbid on this. Okay, let me reset Dove. I'll put a forbid on this just to make sure the construction bot doesn't work on that, and then we'll get back to you after. Yeah, look after yourself. You need some sleep. Yep. Okay. Green over here. What's your favorite color? Yellow. That's pretty funny. I guess it would have changed these anyway, but I'll just mark them explicitly. That's going to be fine. Rare thrombos. Well, we know we can take them pretty easily, but at this point, I don't think I care. Well, more Thrombophore Dusters would be nice. I just get annoyed. I kind of want to just keep doing our own thing. So I think I probably will. Oh, there's a Masterwork shotgun ready to go. Well, Dommy. Well, I'm not going to give you the Masterwork one. Okay, scissor. Okay, this would lower your range, but it isn't only normal quality. So yeah, we're going to dramatically increase your damage while shortening the range. Dommy, you can grab the Hellcat rifle because it'll have decent range for safety, but fire much faster. So that's going to be okay. All right, then Dove, you're still asleep, but you're basically done. So let me unforbid that and then ask you to come over here. You will need some food in a second, but finish this job first. Actually, it's long enough. You might interrupt yourself here. Then we could still do a high quality medical bed. Okay, yes, do that. Just, yeah, there's a constructoid. Oh, our first trade ship. Oh my God, it took a while. Bruce, give him a ring. Hello. Would you like to buy, maybe not literally all the kibble, but a lot of kibble? Chocolate, no, we're fine. We could save time with that, but Neutromine, components, advanced components. We don't need the advanced components yet, but we may as well. Blue fur, Thrombophore, Muffalo wool. Honestly, the human leather we could kind of sell as is too. I'm sure we're gonna get plenty more. So I'm staying with the Yayo. Now, they don't have that much money, but let's see here. You shall steal. Oh, hello, grab light panels. I think we need 2 per airlock door, right? So do I just buy 10? We could do 5. We really only need a couple for the freezer. We'll see. Okay. Tech books. That's kind of crappy. No, that's kind of crappy. Melee, good quality. Sure. Man, we still... Do you have, like, good armor? Okay, we don't need to buy more gold. I could sell less than of some things, but I think what's going to happen, actually, is I think I might buy a bunch of steel. We don't have the money for the plastic. Oh, the silver's not in the stockpile here, but hang on. So that. Don't need this much plasteel right now. Well, I'll buy some though. Okay, do that, and then over here we need to add silver. Oh, silver's already there. What I have to do is take it out of this one. Yeah, so that way the silver gets stored in our stockpiles now. So the other thing I want to check is the orbital tech vac barrier. 2 gravlight panels. Yeah, so we can build up to 5 of them. And really all I need is 2. I need 1 here and 1 here. Get rid of the airlock setup. Okay, we're probably going to research the orbital tech next. Actually, I'm going to research it now. That way I won't forget. Legendary simple helmet. Okay. Oh, unforbid this. Dove, you're cooking meals. No, you're going to come over here and finish that bed. And what I'll do is I'll cancel this one, because what I might do is I might put a medical bed in there for our work. Oh, and you need to be on the kit schedule. And then we're going to fix our construction. Which was what? Right, you worked there, but then that's... Oh, you're so good at it. Or is the idea we turned off I think we turned off hazelnuts on the basis that you have other things to do. We'll leave these on here, and then eventually, Rivi will surpass Zandy. In fact, that's almost already the case, and you're not doing anything else. So I will turn that off. So Rivi, and then we'll also train Dami. You're going to be an excellent candidate for maybe a crafting specialist later. I don't know. Bring those books. Bring this stuff in. Oh, that is the wrong button. I want to do a high priority haul. That before you know it decays. Good. Okay, do we go back to building the temple? Maybe. And if I still have jade, like, I'm thinking maybe what I do here is I finish... Is that the center? Yeah. I'll finish this wall with some jade to get some extra beauty in here. I don't know if the beauty in the other side will matter. But we'll do that. It's a little weird. I guess we must have diagonally dug out something. Must have been components or something. I don't know. And the rest of this will get smooth. I know it doesn't match. Maybe I can paint all this to get it to match after. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, that's centered. Doesn't look it because of things. Yeah, it looked better painted. Masterwork flak pants. That's great. A bunch of crappy weapons. Do I want to start smelting down poor weapons? I think so. So I'm going to say smelt or destroy things. Do forever. So this is going to be for stuff that is awful to poor. But we're going to want to filter out some things, especially because I might bump this up to normal later. So we'll never do the persona weapons. I think the melee weapons are, well, I don't know. If we end up with a plasma sword or mono sword or Zeus hammer, we might not want to melt them down, even if they're crap quality. And for now, I'll exclude assault rifles. Charge weapons, certainly, all grenades. Certainly the Doomsday Rocket, which is set by default. We got poor quality heavy SMGs. At this point, we can probably cycle those out. Yeah, I don't think I'll equip a poor quality minigun. We'll keep sniper rifles just because we might need something to just like poke at things. We'll turn off the unique weapons, although I don't know if they end up poor quality either. We'll turn off all utility items because I don't think they have a quality. So as long as this is set to poor and below, it won't do it. But after that, actually, shield belts do have a quality, but other things might not. And therefore, if I set it to normal, they have an implicit normal quality, and that would get burninated. And then if we end up with Cataphract, Grenadier, Locust, Marine, Mech Lord, Recon, or Vac suits, even if they're crappy, we want to keep them. I think I'll keep the flak helmets as well. Gunlink, no, I hate that it conflicts with things. Crappy Kilt's helmet, we will still melt down. And crappy simple helmets as well. And I think the rest is probably okay. Off the poor, hit points are fine. Okay. And then we'll move this down. So, these poor quality weapons should start to get smelted. Clearing inventory space. Yeah, there we go. And potentially giving us a little bit of material, depending on what it is, right? The bows are just going to get burned, but some of the other things will get smelted down. That's fine. We can have all these things just drop, actually. We'll let the bots handle it for us. Getting these on the shelves early is nice because... Oh, maybe I don't need the shells. But the other things, as soon as they're on the shelf, it'll make it a lot easier for us to equip. People will auto-equip things on the shelves, not on the floor, and then we also can keep track of the weapons and things. Okay, but that's going to improve things a lot. Rivi is getting this. Okay, this seems... Oh, we're 40 minutes in. Jeez. Man, I do tend to go long for this, don't I? We are going to go and put a cut in here. And I think what I'm going to do is this. And then we'll reform our ideology. This floor is smooth, right? For dirt management? Oh, not that bit. Okay. And, oh, there's a gap there as well. What was there? Extra little bit of wall that I'd never gotten around to? I don't know, but okay. And yeah, we'll do the temple. And then we'll do a swap. We'll do... I think that one's a joiner. So we'll probably want to do that before we cycle. Hell, this one's up in 2 days. We'll want to do that. And then we'll redo the ideology. All right, folks. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.